What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I apologize for how long it's been since I have filmed. I've started posting shorts again, so I don't know when this video is gonna come out. I have not sat down in front of a camera in so long. The point of this video is to actually motivate me to read because I really want to read. I'm in the middle of 3 books right now, which is not normal for me at all. Like, I'm usually like a one book at a time kind of person. Like, I just read one book and then on to the next, but I never really read multiple at one time. So that's what I'm doing right now, and it's overwhelming me. So I'm gonna show you guys what I am reading because I want to film a little reading vlog, the first one in like a month. I'm sorry. I'm currently reading 9 Days by Jolena Frank. I don't know how to say her first name. If I mispronounce that, I apologize. I'm like 59% through, 60% through, so I should be done with this soon. I'm liking it. It's definitely check the trigger warnings if you're gonna read this. It's like a hockey romance. It's not like a dark romance. That's not why you need to check the trigger warnings, but it has some dark themes in it that you should check the trigger warnings for, because I didn't expect it to be as dark as it was. She does a really good job of like laying them out at the beginning, so I was like, oh, this was not what I was expecting, but I'm enjoying it. It's sad. It hasn't made me cry yet, so maybe it will, but I don't know yet, so I guess we'll have to see. If it makes me cry, it's like automatically gonna like be a higher rating, because if you make me cry, that means that you did a really good job writing, because I cry pretty easily, so I guess that doesn't mean too much. I'm like 15 pages into Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I have no idea what this is about. So far I just know she stole some kind of armor from like a night guy, and he's like after her now. She like, I think she like welds stuff for a living. Or maybe that's, I mean, some guy she talked to. I don't know. She has a little brother, but he's not really a little brother. Like, when she was like, oh, I need to go take these to my brother, I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna get a little kid. No, he's like 20. That's cool. But yeah, that's kind of all I'm aware of at the moment, is the fact that she stole something from a knight. She ran away from said knight. It's like gold, so it's really expensive, and that's actually all I really know. She has a brother. He's been talking about things, but I don't really remember. There's a king. There's like districts that they live in. I'm really bad at explaining things, especially when I don't understand them, and so far this book has just been confusing for me, so, you know, I don't think it's the writer's fault. I think it's just that like every fantasy that has a level of complexity to it, at least for me personally, takes me a minute to fully get into and immersed in. That's enough of me talking. I'm gonna go and read more of 9 Days because I want to finish that book as fast as I can. I probably could finish tonight, honestly. It's really easy to get through. I don't know if the writing's like the best. Like, I don't think that the writing's the best, but I think that the plot is strong and I like the ideas that it's bringing. I'm not reading it like I expect Beartown to be. I'm reading it because I think it's like gonna be a moving story, but I don't expect it to be like Agatha Christie or Frederick Backman level writing. I am going to go, and you guys will just see me in a bit. She can't sleep without her stuffed animal, so he went back to get it for her. I can't decide if that's cute or childish. We're at an emotional part and I'm not even tearing up, which I think I'm supposed to be like crying, but I'm not, because I feel like I'm not very attached to these characters. I feel bad about their struggles and stuff, but I wouldn't say that I'm like attached to them and that I care that much about them. Like, I'm just here kind of reading this. I'm like, I'm getting bored, and it's at like a serious part of the book, but I know how it's gonna end. Like, it's pretty clear, so that's how I feel. I'm not very attached to them as people. I think I'm attached to their issues and I sympathize with their issues, but I don't think as people I care that much for them just as characters. I finished 9 Days and I think I'm gonna rate it a 3 stars. I wasn't super attached to the characters and the writing wasn't the best, and
while I loved their journeys and I loved the plot and the things that they struggled with, I felt were very important to talk about, I didn't enjoy the book, and it didn't hit me as hard as I think it should have, just because of some negative things in the writing. It just didn't hit as hard because I wasn't so attached to the characters, and I knew exactly how it was gonna end, and it ended exactly how I expected it to end. So I don't even have words. I think I'm gonna keep reading Quicksilver. I don't know, I kind of want to start another book. I don't want to start Us Against You because that book was kind of like heavy, and I don't really want to read another book about heavy stuff at the moment. This book is long though. Quicksilver's like 600 pages long. I think I can get it on my Kindle, so I might have to do that because there is no way. It is long, but I'm excited. Recently, I've really wanted to read the second book in the Prison Healer trilogy, but I don't know what it's called. So I want to like buy it the next time I go to a bookstore. I don't know when the next time I go to a bookstore is going to be, but that is definitely on my anticipated reads list. It's not being released, but I'm just anticipating reading it. So I definitely want to do that. I don't know if I'm really in the mood to read. I'm kind of in the mood for like thriller fantasy. So I think Quicksilver is perfect. And on the plus side, now I'm only in the middle of one book. So it works better. I might be only 15 pages in, but it's fine. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna keep reading Quicksilver, and hopefully I'll get more into it and immersed into the world. This writing reminds me of the Throne of Glass writing a lot, and I'm actually enjoying it quite a lot because that's like my favorite fantasy series ever. Like, it's probably my favorite series I've ever read. So I'm actually very excited that it kind of sounds like that to me, because that means that I really do enjoy the writing style. I also don't really like the brother. He's kind of acting like a child, but that's okay. It's okay. Is Carrion, or however you say his name, the love interest? On page 23, I don't understand. All I'm hearing is like low-key banter, and I'm kind of here for it, but I don't think he's supposed to be the love interest. So I'm confused because he's kind of like giving love interest at the moment. I'm just gonna continue reading. Ew. Why are these people mean? Well, I know they're mean, but why? There's no need to be mean. The plot has finally picked up, and I'm here for it. I'm also laying on the ground. It's fine. Hey guys, I think it's like 2 days later, like a day after when I last updated. Sit out on my deck and read. I started a dark romance. That's terrifying. I don't like it so far. It's called Riot House. On Kindle Unlimited, I saw like a video about it that was just talking about the fact that like I think he saves her or something. I don't know, but that has yet to happen, so I might have just spoiled it. My bad. I started that and it's fine. I'm not a dark romance person, never have been, probably never will be. I just get scared. They terrify me. Okay, it's Riot House by Callie Hart, and this cover is horrendous. Like 180 pages in. I was in the mood to read a romance, and I was like, okay, I need a romance, and so I just went onto Pinterest and was like looking at romance books, and for some reason the one that I got was a dark romance, and then I started reading. I like the girl because she isn't annoying. She isn't just like doing everything he tells her to. Like, she's low-key like always like yelling at him, and I'm kind of here for it. I have an out of context quote to share because it actually kind of ate and it kind of scared me. So he's talking to her and he's like, I care very deeply about your happiness more than I should. I care about being personally responsible for your happiness. Let him cook. But so far it's just, he's making me mad this whole book. Like, I can't deal with him. Okay, that's it. Bye. Hey guys, update. I think I'm gonna DNF Riot House. I have been trying to read and I have not been able to get past one page because I am so bored. They're trying to do this whole mystery thing with something that happened in her past. I don't care. They're trying to make me really invest in this romance. That's literally all that's happening. There's no plot. No plot. It's just them romancing. There's like some mystery going on where someone like trashed her room, and I don't really care who trashed her room because I just don't care. Like I'm not invested at all. So I think I'm just gonna focus on Quicksilver and keep reading that. But yeah, so that's like a 1 star, obviously, because I DNF'd. I'm gonna go. My floor's a mess, but it's the next day and I finished organizing my bookshelves, and look at them. Aren't they pretty? I thought they looked pretty. Yay! Hey guys, it's the next day. I've barely made any progress on Quicksilver. I'm on page 40. I don't think I've made any progress, really. I think I've read like 3 pages, but I'm sitting outside. It's like breezy and it's kind of like humid, but in a nice like moist way, not in like a bad humid way, and it's really nice out. So I'm gonna sit out here and read, but I do have a voice lesson tonight, so that's that. And I also have a camp all these days. So I'm about to sit down and read more of Quicksilver. I've had such a night. First of all, I was just walking down the stairs, you know, holding my Stanley. We'll get to my Stanley in a second. I fall flat on my butt and like roll down a good 2 stairs. That was already bad enough. My mom like called downstairs and was like, are you okay? Because like it was like a thud, because like it slipped out from under me. I went down like hard. Second of all, I couldn't find my Stanley straw. So now I have this weird metal straw, but it's like too short to be in this cup. See, it's like too short. And so anytime I try to drink out of my Stanley, the straw falls inside the water. This is my new rage. Anyways, on the plus side, I have a performance tomorrow and I get to see Emmy, and she just got her wisdom teeth out, and I'm so excited to see her because I haven't seen her in like 2 weeks. This feels so wrong to be drinking out of a metal straw in a Stanley, whatever. I'm so excited to see her, and I know that has nothing to do with my reading, but I'm just letting you guys know. Also, like, stuff has actually started to happen as far as the plot goes. I really just want to meet the male main character that everyone talks about in book talk, but I don't even know if he's gonna come in until like 100 pages in, honestly. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. This is such a long book. I think another book is coming out in November, I believe, so that's really exciting. That means that I'll have like a new release to look forward to, and I love having new releases to look forward to. So I hope I like this book and I want to read the next one. I also hope it isn't one of those lame like first books of a fantasy series, because sometimes people will be like, oh, just get through the first book, and it's like, I don't want to get through the first book. I want to like enjoy the first book. So I hope it isn't just like 600 or 500 pages of like nonsense that I don't want to read. That's my hopes for this book. I'm literally 60 pages in because I feel like I'm falling into a reading slump. I probably shouldn't be reading a fantasy, but I am, because none of the romances I've been reading recently have really been hitting the spot. So I think I might be on the lookout for like a summer romance. I'm gonna try and continue reading. Okay guys, I know this angle is kind of whack and this is weird. I'm currently eating my PB&J without the PB, and it's pretty good. Well, I haven't actually started eating it, but I have my PB&J without the PB. I am like almost exactly 100 pages into Quicksilver, and I don't know what happened,
But there was like this event in the throne room. I don't want to give spoilers, like it's only 100 out of the 500 pages, but I feel like I should explain it. There's this scene in the throne room, and all of a sudden, like this book just like grabbed me and tossed me into the world, and now I'm super invested. I want to keep reading. They are kind of setting us up to not like and like be wary of Everlane. I love Everlane. I don't know. I mean, she keeps crying. She keeps being like really relatable. Like this would be me if I was a fantasy book. I cry about everything. I'm tearing up just thinking about how much I would cry if I was in a fantasy book. Like that's how much of a crier I am. I like Renfis more than I like the male main character. Why do I not like the male main character? His vibe just isn't my vibe. Like for some weird reason, I'm really loving Renfis. I don't know. Imagine him actually being Everlane's brother, but I kind of ship them, so that's that. Starting a new video either tomorrow or Saturday that I'll be filming while I film this. So in that video I'll be doing something. I don't know if it's gonna be released before or after this video, but it is going to be released, and I just wanted to say that so then when you're like, wow, you're really reading a lot of pages, it's because I'm doing a video that's related to me reading a lot of pages. I'm just gonna continue reading. I'm like 20% in or something, and I'm actually starting to really enjoy this book. I think a lot of fantasy does start with like world building and setting up the situation, so then the tension can rise, and the tension has risen, and I am here for the tension. I want to continue the tension. I'm confused about this whole war thing. I think I need a deeper explanation. If anything happens to the brother in this book, I'll have a minor crash out, even though I don't really like the brother. I think he's kind of a toddler who's 20. But I still like him. Also, look at how well this bookmark matches the book with the dark blue. I'm really liking this book. I think it's really cool. I hope we get to see more of the male main character, so that maybe I start liking him more than Renfis, I think his name is. I don't know how to pronounce any of the names. So like for Everlane and Renfis, if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. Kingfisher is the male main character's name, and I hate that name with like a burning passion. Kingfisher? Are you like the king of fishermen? Like, I don't understand why they gave him that name. Like, give me a good, like, I don't know, literally any other name except Kingfisher. Maybe it has a meaning. Maybe it's like his nickname within the court, but so far his name has struck me the wrong way, and I'm just not enjoying his name. I think I'm gonna go actually edit this video a bit and then get back to reading, because I want this video to be out as fast as possible, and editing is usually what takes me just as long as filming because I have no editing motivation. I currently have motivation to edit, so I'm going to edit because I have my motivation. I'm gonna eat my jelly bread. It's kind of toast. I didn't really toast it. I kind of forgot that like you had to toast it to make it bread, so now it might be kind of gross, but it's fine. It's just what's gonna have to happen. I can't toast it now that it has the jelly on it. It's the only piece of bread in our house that isn't a heel. Yes, I took the last piece of bread. It's actually not that bad for jelly bread. I'm gonna go edit with my metal strawed Stanley cup and my jelly bread. Salutations. I'm sitting outside right now and reading. I'm on page 113. I'm really enjoying it. I have a suspicion theory about a relationship between two characters that hasn't been talked about. Not a romantic relationship, but a relation between two characters that I think is gonna be interesting. I still love Everlane. Still do. Quicksilver is free. Oh my god. I cannot. I was like, I need to read more Kelly Hart. I did, and I hated it. Riot House is written by this author. What are the odds? What are the odds? And in the same reading vlog, bro. Oh my god. And I hated that book so much. Oh my god, my eyes are watering. I just was Googling Kelly Hart in here. I was like, I need to read more books by her. Like, she's gonna be one of my favorite authors. She wrote Riot House. She wrote that series.
series, and I hated that book. Oh, Callie, you definitely chose the right genre to move into because her writing's really good in Quicksilver. So maybe Riot House, I think, was her first book she released. So it makes sense that it's bad because nobody's first book is good, so I've heard. Also, minor side note, I love Lila. No further explanations. I just love Lila, so you guys should subscribe to her. So I'm like 200 pages into Quicksilver, and I didn't like expect, you know, to do another update. Like I planned to get to like 300 pages before I did that. I literally randomly remembered I'm in the middle of Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Like I'm 180 pages in. I read it when I was out of town. I never unpacked my bag from being out of town that had my books in it, and so that this was just in there and I didn't even know. Really enjoying it. This isn't the normal writing style I read from, but I was really liking it in this book, and I liked the way that it was set up. I was interested in what was happening. My plan is to finish Quicksilver first, ideally, or I'll just like kind of read them both at the same time. This only has like 180 more pages left. It's only like 350 pages. I only have like 160 pages left, I think. So I'm like basically almost done with this book. That could be a good thing to just like knock out one of these days if I'm like bored and I want to read it. I don't at the moment. But yeah, there was an interesting twist that just happened in Quicksilver. So that's cool, and that's all I know so far. So yeah, I'm going to go and continue reading Quicksilver, except I'm actually probably going to go to bed because I'm tired. But I will continue reading Quicksilver tomorrow. And I will now remember that I'm in the middle of this book and act accordingly. Okay guys, so I'm about 40% through this book. I'm on like page 250, and I just wanted to actually summarize what this book is basically about because I realized I never did that. She is just like a mortal, and she lives in this like the highly oppressive, highly controlled government. I forgot the name of the town. Okay, but she lives somewhere. She lives in a kingdom. She like lives in a district. I don't really know why she lives there. I still don't fully understand that, but it's fine. And she is like exactly where she's not supposed to be because she lives in the district. She like is like running, like she's not in the district. She's in like the rich part of like the kingdom that they're limited from, and she's like basically attacked by like a soldier, and then she like steals a soldier's piece of armor. Then her brother is, she gives that piece of armor to her brother. Her brother is found with said piece of armor, and she basically is like, she manages to save him and like take the blame. Then she's taken to the castle, and the queen basically gives her a whole speech about like being a magic wielder or something, and she's like, okay, I don't know what you're talking about, like I literally did nothing, like I literally just took this thing. And she is like basically killed, I guess, like killed, but like she's not dead. And then as this soldier guard guy is killing her, she does something that triggers the Quicksilver to activate. And Quicksilver in this world is like a thing that alchemists, she's an alchemist, or we think she is, I'm not 100% clear on that yet, but alchemists can turn into liquid, and then you can travel through it to all the different dimensions. And so the queen closed that gate, and she opened the gate, and then she activated the Quicksilver, and so the Quicksilver became liquid. Then literally a man like rose from the Quicksilver, like was like a fey man. He grabbed her, he saved her life, he took her to this other dimension, and now she's basically helping the Fey world with a war that they have. I heard there were going to be vampires in this book, but I haven't seen a single vampire, so I'm borderline disappointed. I'm like almost halfway through too, so the fact that there aren't vampires yet is sad because I'm excited.
or I was excited for vampires, but it seems like there aren't any vampires. So then a bunch of more stuff happens, but she's in like the king's castle in the Fey world, and he basically has to teach her how to use her like powers, so then he isn't killed. And then a whole thing happens, a whole situation happens. She wants to go back to her brother so badly, who's back in the mortal world, and so she wants to activate the Quicksilver and go back, but you know, she can't really do that because she has guards on her back all the time, and you know, she has to help them, and there's a whole situation going on and everything. So she's basically helping them win a war with her powers, because you can't travel through Quicksilver without these little like things, because the Quicksilver will like kill you and like enter your body and like make you go insane. So they need her as an alchemist. I think she's an alchemist. That was never confirmed nor denied, okay? They need her to create said things, I forgot what they're called, and help his people travel through the universes to get like stuff for the war so then they can win. That's my understanding. So that's what she's doing right now. That's kind of all I know at the moment. I mean, I'm only 250 pages in, but the action has started to pick up. Stuff has happened. I'm very interested, and I just wanted to explain the book because I felt like I hadn't, and that you guys probably had no idea what this was even about. I got the audiobook on Libby. It was just like opening for borrowing, so I just borrowed it, and I've been listening to that. I love the audiobook. I can't tell if they have a full cast of characters or if they just have one man and one woman casting it or reading for the characters, but all the voices are different, and the guy has like a very attractive voice, and I don't like Kingfisher, the male main character in this book. The only guy in this book so far I've taken more of a liking to is Ren, and he isn't a romantic interest, so you know, but I think he might have a romance with Everlane later on, possibly. I might just be catching wrong vibes, but the vibes that they were projecting were giving like, oh, we could have a little like friends to lovers, because they've been friends forever. So I'm interested in that. I'm gonna go read some more. I really want to like not fight through, I'm really having a good time, but keep reading this book. I've just been coloring while I listen to the audiobook, so I'm gonna go back and do some more coloring as I listen to the audiobook. I was listening to the audiobook in 1x speed for like 2 minutes, and then I got so bored. They were taking so long to talk. I was like 1.25 speed I went to. I was like 1.5 speed. I think I need to go to like 1.75 speed, because they're still not talking fast enough for me. Like, they're still lingering. Like, I'll be like, oh my god, I just listened to 20 minutes of audiobook, and it'll be like 2 pages, and I'm like, bruh. To be fair, the pages are really big, but I can read faster than that, so they should be able to speak faster than that. That's my theory, and so I'm gonna test it and start listening to it that fast. If I need to slow it down, then I might just end up reading the book physically more than I read it audibly. But I'm really enjoying the audiobook. I have no idea who the cast is. I don't know how to check on Libby, so I'd totally tell you guys and put you onto the cast, but I have no idea who it is. So that's that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I just wanted to tell you guys about the plot and everything, and I'm gonna go back to reading. I'm at Emmy's house, but I made it to like page 377, and I've just decided I don't like Kingfisher. He makes me mad, the way that he treated her after that one scene when he just walked out of the tent. The audacity of that man. He's making me really mad. He's being rude to her, as if they didn't like literally do stuff a night ago. So I'm done with him. Julia's giving Danny a massage. Emmy's editing her vlog, which you guys should go check out.
Check out my vlog.
Check out her vlog. Is it going to be in shorts format?
Yeah, maybe.
It might be in shorts format. It depends on how long it is.
It is 14 minutes right now, but we're trying to split it up.
Okay, so we'll see. But yeah, that's what's happening, and you guys should go check that out. And I'm gonna go now because I'm tired, or I'm not tired, but like, I'm not gonna read. Hey guys, it's like 5 days later. I went camping. I never told you guys I was going camping, but I went camping. It was great. I finished Quicksilver, and then I also finished If We Were Villains by ML Rio.
And so I'm gonna talk about Quicksilver. I don't have the physical copy on me. I'm gonna rate that book a 3 stars, which is disappointing. Towards the end, I just stopped liking the book. I stopped caring about the characters. I felt like the plot sped up within the last 50 pages and the rest of it was just nothing. I didn't like the direction that certain characters went in, and I actually think that I'm probably gonna enjoy the second one if it focuses more on some different characters and it includes more of different characters. But for the one book that I read, I'm gonna give it like a 3.25. It would be like way lower if I didn't absolutely eat up the beginning. This book. Now we'll move on to If We Were Villains by Emma Rio. This book, 4 stars. It's about college students who are theater kids. It has a lot of Shakespearean references. It's like a murder mystery kind of thing. You have like past, present timeline. It's like divided up like a play would. The references to Caesar with the pacing of this book, at least when one character dies, is really interesting. So you should definitely do some digging into that and like think about like Caesar and the character in this who dies, and think about that and the characters that are in that scene and everything. I think it's just really interesting. Ending made me cry. Justice for Wren, that's all I have to say, is a solid 4.5 stars. It didn't give me that 5-star feeling, but it was such a good book and I loved it so much. I read it in like 2 days, which is crazy because I've been in kind of a reading slump, so I'm picking back up, which is making me really happy. Side note, this isn't sponsored. I got a Kindle case from Berga and look at how gorgeous it is. And here's the best part, okay? Let's say I'm like, oh, I want to read. It has a strap on the back so I can read like this. And look at the case. And I have pretty nails on right now, so that wasn't very ASMR of me, but it's so cute. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. This is my new Kindle case, and I managed to finish 2 books, though I didn't vlog any of If We Were Villains. Still a really good book. Would recommend. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I've just decided to end this vlog because I don't think I'm gonna be vlogging anymore, quite honestly. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe. Love you guys. I will start posting more.